Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. You're not going to want to miss this one, because what's unfolding right now in Iraq is unlike anything we've seen in years. Between what's showing on national television, the moves being made behind closed doors, and what insiders are confirming directly from the central bank, it's all lining up. Frank 26's latest boots-on-the-ground report hints at something historic being quietly shown to Iraqi citizens, and let's just say, it's connected to the very thing we've been waiting for. Meanwhile, Clare shared breaking news about Iraq completing the majority of its WTO accession files, a move that could finally open the door to full international trading status. Then there's MilitiaMan explaining a massive financial shift that might be the key to stabilizing Iraq's exchange rate before activation. And finally, Mountain Goat dropped what might be one of the biggest confirmations yet. Her CBI contact says the 2026 budget will be funded under a new rate. Now, if all of this ties together like it appears to, we may be entering one of the most pivotal moments in Iraq's monetary reform history. So make sure you stay till the end. I'll break everything down and give you my personal analysis on why all these signs point to one thing. We're closer to the RVRI than ever before. All right, let's get into the updates. From Intel Guru Frank 26 Iraq Boots on the Ground report. From Firefly. All of this information we took pictures and sent to you were from the television. It was not from an article. We're not seeing anything new about the 50. From Frank. The 50 I want more information about because the 1, 5, and the 10, those are samples. But there's something about the 50. From Newshound Guru Clare. Article. Iraq completes most of its accession files to the World Trade Organization. Quote, the Ministry of Trade, Haider Nouri al-Karawi, confirmed on Sunday that Iraq has completed the vast majority of its World Trade Organization accession files and is close to completing the remaining files after nearly 20 years of efforts. He pointed out that membership will grant the country extensive economic and trade privileges, contribute to reducing customs duties, and attract international companies to invest in the Iraqi market. From Newshound Guru MilitiaMan. Redenomination. There's no real value change. There's none. But what you have to take into consideration is Iraq is not at a real effective exchange rate. We all know Iraq is at 13.10 to $1. Obviously, if you were to lop, which a lot of people think is what they're talking about, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the exchange rate because they have to create value. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. That would fit with what I am hearing. If they want to pass the budget now, they need to revalue now. From Guru Nader. From the Mideast. They don't want the Iraqis to keep their dinars at home. So what they're saying, oh, the money is overstated. Don't wait for revaluation. They don't want them to have the dinar. So they're saying, bring your dinar now because it's not worth anything. Put in bank. Ever heard the saying that says, Sometimes bad publicity, it's good publicity. That's what they're doing. They're doing bad publicity because they know it's a good publicity. From Newshound Guru Caparoni. Article: Al-Sudani issues directives to financial and banking institutions. We've been waiting for years to hear this from the Iraqi Prime Minister. Quote, "The government is proceeding with reforming the financial and banking system and transforming it from a single-source rentier economy to a diversified and sustainable economy." From Newshound/Intel Guru FNU LNU. Elections are on us and start in early November. There is no way the revaluation can take place now. It will be another 1 to 2 years before Iraq is in position to revalue the currency. The exuberant articles being published and the lip service being given by officials is nothing more than a ploy to gain support, which is currently waning. The officials are also trying to prevent a riot because the PM and others have overpromised and underdelivered. They have not kept their promises of increased spending power for the public. From Intel Guru. Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report from Firefly. Baghdad Channel 1 TV talks about the history of our coins and the years and the amounts when they first came out. We're all glued to the television. Very interesting. We don't see anything about the 50, but we are really paying attention to this about the coins. From Frank. After all this has been shown about the coins, what's next after the fills? In my opinion, nothing but the exchange rate. They are now down with the lower notes, education in my opinion, and the new exchange rate make all of this lower notes make sense very, very, very soon. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Comment: Nader saying the 50, 100, and 200 dinar notes are in circulation and the 1, 5, and 10 dinar notes would be soon. From MarkZ, that would be accurate. We started seeing a lot more over the weekend. Stacks of the $50, it used to be rare to see one. Now we are seeing stacks of them at banks and exchange areas. Which does not make much sense unless there is soon to be a value change. From Newshound Guru Hennig, article: A historical look at Iraq's coins and banknotes. Quote, why coins and notes matter. The evolution of Iraq's coins and banknotes mirrors the country's political and economic changes, from kingdom to republic, war to reconstruction. For example, the shift away from royal imagery to national symbols, the introduction of higher value banknotes during inflationary periods, and the decline in coin production after 1990 all tell a story of national upheaval. From Newshound Guru Clare, article: The largest bloc no longer matters. The Trump administration sets post-election rules, quote, in the final days leading up to the Iraqi elections, scheduled to take place in 15 days, Tehran is attempting to retest the loyalty of its allies within the country, amid indications that the upcoming elections may produce a different political equation, one that favors a shift away from Iranian influence. Political circles describe what is currently happening as a political rush toward Washington by most parties, including wings within the coordination framework. Independent politician Mithal al-Alusi says that everyone is sending messages to America that they are the only ones capable of controlling the situation in the next phase after the elections. From Newshound Guru MilitiaMan, are they going to tell us everything? Not a chance. Are they going to tell you when it revalues or what the exchange rate specifically is going to be? No. But they definitely give you indicators. And if you're savvy enough to be able to follow along, I think you'll get the big picture. From Guru Nader. From the Mideast, the 50, 100, and 200s are out. Even the 1, 5 exist already. The 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, and the 200s, I know what I'm talking about. I know that. The 50, 100, and 200 are out. The 5s and 10s and all that lower denominations are not out. The 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 are still on. Everything is still on. That will not change till we change the rate. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is publicity. Comment down below which updates you like, think is valuable, or get you most excited. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Yesterday we talked about the 50. Was that the 50? It was purple tinted. I said it was official. I didn't say that about the 1, 5, and the 10, but I did say that about the 50. I made it very clear. These are samples. These are specimens. These are examples. This is what they're teaching them. They showed them a 1, 5, and 10. Were those the new notes? They showed them the 50. Was that the new note? We said this one may be official. From Newshound Intel Guru Mountain Goat. Article. No obstacles in way of withdrawing oil revenues from us banks. The interesting part about the article is it finishes with talk of removing the zeros. If we take what they just said to us in these recent articles about deleting the zeros, it appears to me, and was confirmed to me on Wednesday by my CBI contact, that the CBI is going to fund the 2026 budget with the reinstatement and new rate. And finally, the last update is from Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Article. Iraq needs the U.S. envoy to face current circumstances and regional crisis. More and more folks are downright excited about the moves Trump has made in the last week or two in Iraq. The envoy Trump sent is a native Iraqi, and Iraq is looking forward to a close relationship with the U.S. Before I get into my final thoughts, if you're loving these deep dive updates and you want to stay ahead of the RVRI timeline, make sure you subscribe right now and turn on that bell, because I promise what's coming next in Iraq's monetary reform is about to get very real, very fast. All right, let's talk about it. We've had a flood of updates this week, and when you piece everything together, from Frank 26's Boots on the Ground report to Mountain Goat's CBI confirmation to Clare's WTO article, and even the so-called historical look at Iraq's coins and banknotes piece that just dropped, it's crystal clear. Iraq isn't preparing anymore. They're executing. Now, I want to start with that coins and banknotes article, because honestly, a lot of people brushed it off as just a history piece. But in my opinion, it's one of the biggest tells that the CBI has entered the public education phase of their currency reform. Whenever a central bank gets ready to redenominate or reissue currency, they don't just throw new money out there, they condition the public first. And this isn't the first time Iraq has done it. We saw the same kind of campaign before the 2003 note redesign, and again around 2012 when they conducted the feasibility study for deleting the zeros. This article mirrors that exact same behavior. It's strategic narrative building. The CBI is walking citizens through their currency history, the meaning behind the symbols, and the evolution of their national identity. It's about trust, familiarity, and preparing them mentally for what's about to come, new lower denominations and coins. The article literally says, the evolution of Iraq's coins and banknotes mirrors the country's political and economic changes. That's not just poetic, that's programming. It's reminding Iraqis that every major transformation in their history came with a new currency design. From royal imagery to Republican symbols during the 1958 revolution, to removing Saddam's face in 2003 as Iraq reclaimed its sovereignty, and now this next phase, the era of economic restoration and global integration. It's basically saying, don't fear what's coming, this is what stable growing nations do. And the mention of coins is massive. Iraq hasn't used coins since the early 90s. They became worthless because of inflation. The only reason coins are coming back now is because each dinar is about to hold real purchasing power again. In monetary policy, coins mean one thing: strength. That fits perfectly with the IMF-backed model. When a nation's smaller units regain value, coins reappear. That's why I believe this article isn't random. It's a clear signal that the CBI is restoring sub-unit value to the dinar. In plain English, the new rate is coming. And the timing of this couldn't be more deliberate. Think about it. This article drops right after. The CBI publicly confirmed the project to delete the zeros is ongoing and being planned. The gold reserves hit 170 tons, giving Iraq a powerful monetary buffer. and the Washington meetings where Iraq's CBI, IMF, and U.S. Treasury officially aligned on the 2025-2026 monetary reform timeline. That's not coincidence, that's coordination. It's part of a unified rollout. History, symbolism, and technical progress all converging to prepare citizens for the next big step, the introduction of new lower notes and coins tied to a new exchange rate. Now, tie that in with Mountain Goat's update. Her CBI contact confirmed that the 2026 budget will be funded at the reinstated rate. That's a bold statement. It means Iraq plans to go into the next fiscal year with a new value on their currency. And remember, that came right after the CBI announced there were no obstacles in withdrawing oil revenues from U.S. banks. That tells us Iraq now has full control of its own money, a major requirement under IMF Article 8 compliance. This isn't a guess. This is a signal that Iraq has reached financial sovereignty, and that's one of the last boxes that had to be checked before the revaluation could happen. Then, look at Clare's article, Iraq completing most of its World Trade Organization accession files. WTO membership requires a convertible, tradable currency. You can't be in that club with a 1310 rate that's not recognized globally. So if they're wrapping that up right now, it's because they know the dinar's international reinstatement is right around the corner. All of this connects. The lower note education from Frank 26, the deletion of zeros confirmation from Mountain Goat, the global trade readiness from Clare, and now this coin and note campaign, it all fits into one synchronized sequence. And this is where I push back hard on the fear-mongering we keep hearing from guys like FNU, LNU claiming it's still 1-2 years away. No, that's outdated thinking. Everything we're seeing right now, from the media education to the financial sovereignty milestones, points to now, not years down the road. Iraq isn't testing the waters anymore. They're in the middle of the activation phase. The lower notes are being shown, the financial structures are in place, and the timing lines up exactly with their Q4 2025 to Q1 2026 reform window. So, in my opinion, what we're seeing right now isn't preparation. It's transition. Iraq's central bank is officially conditioning its citizens, finalizing its global compliance, and preparing to flip the switch on what could be the most significant financial event in its modern history. We're not looking at someday, we're looking at soon. If all these signs continue to unfold at this pace, and they are, we might be watching the final steps before Iraq reinstates its currency on the global stage. That's my final take, and if you've been following this journey from the beginning, you can feel it too. The waiting phase is over. The setup is complete, and in my opinion, the countdown has already started. Moreover, we posted a breaking news the other day. Iraq just made a major move that directly ties into the central bank's long-awaited project to delete the zeros, signaling a major step toward monetary reform. Deputy Governor Amar Khalaf confirmed new details that could mark the start of Iraq's transition into a stronger, more stable currency system. While this might sound like just another financial update, it's actually one of the clearest indications yet that Iraq is preparing for the next stage of the RV or RI process. In this video, I explained what this statement means, how it connects to Iraq's exchange rate strategy, and why this moment could represent the beginning of the end for the 1300 program rate. Most people will overlook it, but once you understand what's behind this announcement, you'll realize how close Iraq may be to pulling the trigger. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!